Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. Well, here's something else that's not quite about fishing, but it kind of is. I remember years ago I was doing a rod and reel streamside show, and I was along the Deer River, and I told the cameraman, I says, I want to get a shot of me walking down the bank and getting to the edge of the water, casting out, because I knew there were walleyes right around this. They return to the same area every year where there's structure for them. That's one of the things that you can count on a family or a group of walleyes. So I knew they were going to be there, and I thought the first cast would get me a fish. So I start down the bank, and as I walk down, all of a sudden, apparently, I stepped on a nest of ground wasps. And up they came before I even got in the water. Up they came, and they came after me. And I got to tell you, of one of the only allergies I have in this whole world, it's to bee stings. And so here I am out in the woods, nothing to protect me other than my great speed of running, which, believe me, is not a very great speed. And I take off across the field with these wasps chasing me aggressively until they got me, and they stung me in the face. And by the end of the day, if you could have seen that show, I looked like a monster from the swamp. My face was it was grotesque how I looked. I can look back and laugh at it now, and I didn't die. I tended to survive. I didn't lose my breath, but here's the story. This week, I get a message that my buddy Bill Losey, who has been on several of my shows, been a great friend to me, in Canton, had found this giant hornet. And he had it in a pair of tweezers, and he had a picture of it on Facebook. And so our fear is, and our fear has always been, that these Asian giant hornets, these killer hornets, have come into our area. We know that they're really deadly. And for somebody like me, they would be a really deadly thing. So I started doing some study that I wanted to pass on to all of you, because I'm sure most of you have heard about these murder hornets, the murder hornets that have come in from Asia. And they're out in the West. But so far in New York State, according to the DEC, there's never really been a sighting confirmed of a murder hornet. But there's lots of other wasps in this country, including in New York State, that grow to really big sizes that we can get confused and think they might be a murder hornet. And you never know. In today's world, things travel across this world so freely and so quickly that a species that was not here yesterday can be here today. And that's something we all can be concerned with. But anyway, as I did the study, it appears like there's a number of other wasps that are mistaken. And one of them is called a cicada killer. And we have those. And they're big, just like these murder hornets. And, you know, the one thing that the studies from these different extension services, like we have Cornell Extension, and if you have questions about something like this, I would send those questions in to Cornell Extension or call them, and they might be able to help you. But these cicada killers are generally not aggressive wasps. And from studies that I've read, it appears that wasps in general are not that aggressive. Now, if you step on a ground wasp nest, they're going to be aggressive because they're going to defend their territory. But basically, unless you do something to alarm them, they aren't going to come after you, according to the studies. But I found this really interesting, how things can play out. Now, Bill is an amazing guy. He found this great big hornet, wasp, whatever. They have pictures of it. He thought it was a murder hornet. And I still don't know if it was or not, but from all that I've researched, we don't have them yet in New York, but we've got other wasps that look very similar. They get to be about the same size. The cicada killers, there's called a bald-faced hornet, and European hornets as well are over here in this country. They're all big. They all can be scary, but for more information, I suggest you do what I do. If you get concerned, if you see a great big bee that you think might be a murder hornet, contact Cornell Extension. And they may either set your mind at ease, or they may give you more information that could confirm what you found. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.